My dear collective, welcome to Music Challenge. Let's dive into it. So you go to songs too many option. It will be linked on the IG or community board in terms of YouTube, okay? But IG as well. The song is by Mario, okay? There you go. um but it's 11:11 on the clock. We're gonna just add that into the message, okay? 11:11 for me is symbolic for new beginnings, okay? So something has to end for something to begin, and it's gonna be good. It's gonna feel like a blessing. Now, a lot of people link 11:11 to twin flames, so that could also be relevant. And yeah, for some of you guys, it's twin flame related. What I channeled specifically was hijab, okay? But I channeled that in Swedish, so some of you guys could wear a hijab. So you could be like somebody that is Swedish that wears a hijab, or yeah, pretty much it. Okay, we don't have to be Swedish, but hijab is like a covering. A covering for your hair is symbolic here, but I channeled it in that way. Okay, but somebody wears a head covering, or somebody's considering this, like your person is, or you are male or female. Okay. Libra could be relevant more so because of the artist. He's a Libra, so you can have Libra placements. Okay. And lastly, I got this song on the 7th of July. So we're going to see what's up. Okay. So we're going to start first with why this song is relevant. So long story short, if you remember, this song talks about having too many options. Maybe this guy, this masculine, feels like you have too many options, okay? Or this female feels like you have too many options, okay? You could whomever you're watching for, collective, okay? Somebody has too many options. The soulmate that you're dealing with, male or female, they feel like you have too many options, and they want you to choose, decide, okay, if it's gonna be like this or not, because they want to be your only option. Okay, is that a title? Hold on. The soulmate wants you to decide because okay. I don't remember much from the song, but maybe you should listen to it. Maybe it's easier. I will say this though, this person, it feels very sexual. Let me add this to the list. Hopefully we can play it in the background. Okay? It is this song. Hopefully you guys can hear it. So, long story short, this is a very explicit song. Okay, so you guys could just be I'm also not quite sure if YouTube is gonna let me have all this music in the background, but I will say this. You and this person is very much like, let's date, not keep it serious, hookup culture, things of that nature, okay? Some of you guys are official, some of you guys are not, some of you guys are heading to being official. It's given that type of energy where it's like they cannot be mad if you're talking to other people, and vice versa. You cannot be mad if they're talking to other people, dealing with other people. This is not a polyamorous situation, but it's the dating culture. You get me, okay? So somebody's here like male or female, but heavy on the male. You don't need all that options. I can be the only one. You only need one. Okay? That's the message. You get me? Okay? That's the reason for the song. Okay, collective. Let's move on to the specifics. So we clarify that. In terms of Libra, I'm just gonna pull one card. It's just because of the artist. So, but you could have Libra placements because I know it's not You could have Libra placements, okay? So we got the King of Diamonds. So the person that has Libra placement, or you, if you're Libra, they want you guys to be successful. They feel like if you're watching for a male, this is the type of Libra that's like, I want to provide for you. I want to be your King of Diamond, okay? And if you're watching as a male, you want to be that provider for that feminine, okay? Like I said before, whether you guys are heading into being official or not, you want to be that masculine for them, okay? There we go. And if you're Libra female watching, you're somebody that have your own, okay? Independent woman, okay? So in terms of the hijab, like I said before, somebody you're dating could have this or considering this, or you are. I don't know, maybe somebody, like, let me just say this. As much as I know it's not, the hijab is not just exclusive for just people that are of Muslim faith, okay? Or Islamic faith. Anyone can wear it. It kind of depends on the reason. Veiling has been around for centuries, okay? So maybe somebody's considering this or talking about this, okay? I don't know, collective message, okay? Hopefully that will make sense to somebody. But anything else for the one that's watching? Based on the cards? So we got this one here. Something will be clarified. You're about to get clarity on something. Or you want to give them clarity, vice versa. But I feel like they want to give you clarity on something. We got this card here. So let's read it together. They're very nostalgic about you. They miss you. They watch your pictures. They watch your shows. You can have videos. You can be a content creator. So whatever you have in terms of memorabilia, whether it's pictures together, your work online, I'm also tuning into a stuffed animal, whatever the case may be that reminds them of you. It could be a freaking ice cream that reminds them of you, or a specific song, or a candy. Nonetheless, all of this, they have it close to their heart, and every time they see this, listen to this, eat this, they think about you. They're very nostalgic about you, and they miss you, okay? And they want to give you that clarity. So we got this one here. They feel a lot of passion, but I want to say, because of how it came out, they don't want the connection to just solely be based on passion. So I feel like you're the type of people, even if nothing is official heading there, or you don't know yet, they don't want it to just be only on the physical. I feel like they want to dive in more, hence why they only want to be the only option, collective. You get me, okay? So I feel like you guys, when you guys date, it's not just to hook up. Like, you actually do stuff together. Like, you go on actual date. It could be hiking. It could be cooking for each other. It could be, it's nothing too grand, but like, it's a real date when it comes to this soulmate and you. Okay, it's not just when you guys meet just for sex. Okay, it's like, we go on a little coffee date. We go on a little adventure. We go to the gym together. Like, something of this nature, okay? Like, we learn from each other, okay? Anything else? So for a lot of you guys, your person could have been upset with you or not wanting to deal with you, but that is going to change, okay? That was an issue before where it's like, they didn't want to deal with you. They were hurt. They were in their feelings. It could be because of the many options, okay? Heavy on you not deciding on what you want, but now they're gonna let that go when you decide, okay? Because if you're not deciding, they're still gonna be in this I don't want to deal with you anymore, because it's like affecting them, okay? So I think that's it though. Like, it's not too much collective. It's pretty simple, standard message. I'm really here hoping that the music can be played. So we got this card here. For a lot of you guys, they thought that the connection would die out. There was no real love, right? But now, they're like, maybe not, A lot of them wanted to give up, especially if you didn't decide and they made them frustrated. They was kind of like, fuck it, they're over and done. But like I said before, the little things reminds them of you, which makes them like ignite that passion again. Okay, a lot of them had to like forgive themselves, wanted you to forgive them. They needed to forgive you. So a lot of wounds, a lot of open wounds came up. Okay, and people didn't want to address it, but now they're like, shit, they're fucking in love now. They have emotions, they have feelings, and they're like, if you're angry, obviously there's something to it. And it's but you want to be your only option. Okay. So we got this one in reverse. Basically, they don't want to keep things lighthearted. It was fun where it was fun when it lasted, but now they're like, you know what? Let's make this something serious. In the sense of let's just make it you and me. Okay, that's how the soulmate is feeling. Okay, and I feel like it's mutual. It's just that they need a confirmation from you, collective. Okay. So I think that's it though. I keep on saying that, but I don't. Is there anything else? Let me do an advice card for the people that's watching. So you're about to get a lot of abundance and overflow. So a lot of their love, a lot of their attention. Okay. And I feel like you're about to give that to them, and they're about to give whatever and everything they have for you. You can trust this. For some of you guys, you can trust to leave this connection or start something new with them, okay? Because I really do feel like the decision is like, you're the one that wears the pants. You're the one that's in control of the situation. Male or female, heavy on female, but you know. All right, collective, that's your message. Let's do a little initial. So I hope you guys can see it. I'm not quite sure, but let's see. I don't know why I keep on channeling Santa Monica. So somebody could be from Santa Monica. Maybe Santa Monica Pier is relevant. Okay. Like for the past few readings, like every day or so, Santa Monica has been like a ringing bell. Okay, so I don't know if you guys can see all the initials. I'm trying my best to. Obviously, I'm also filming in a space where I don't usually film because it's harder to see. Hence why I don't film here. But I'm a little lazy today. Okay, in the PMS, I'm gonna film where it's easiest. Okay, but yeah, nonetheless, first for the last. I hope you guys can see it. Okay. Say here, somebody's name is Tucker. Okay. So let's pull a card for Tucker. In terms of Tucker, he could be a part of a big group for you or against you, or for this relationship or against you. Or you dating somebody that has this name Tucker. Tucker is very smart though. Or I feel like Tucker is a friend. If it's not your person, Tucker is a friend. And they're like, their spidey senses, their awareness, their perception is very on point, okay? So if they're going to Tucker for advice, or if you are, they're going to give solid advice. They're very smart, okay, in terms of Tucker. And if you're dating Tucker, they're very sharp, okay? That's a good person. As a friend, Tucker is 10-10, okay? Whether you're dating him or whether it's a friend of yours or a friend of your soulmates, they're very solid, okay? So there's that. Let's see here. Somebody's name could be Keith. Somebody could be from Tasmania. That's like in Australia. Somebody wants you to see something, or somebody wants somebody else to see something. Somebody feels like something is a mess. Okay. Okay. Something about a pecker. Somebody wants somebody to sit down and see something for what it is. I'm seeing PDA. Maybe you and your person like to do a lot of PDA. Somebody's name could be Davina, okay? Nazarene, Tevin, Devin. Um, somebody could be a Disney kid or a Disney adult. If you know, you know. Okay. Somebody could be Cassandra, Cassidy. Something about the cascadas. I don't know. Somebody could be from Japan, or they have a lot of cascadas. I feel like it's. I'm not quite sure. I think it's some sort of insect. We look it up. Cascadas. Actually, I'm tired. I'm tired. Somebody saying could be Mackenzie, Macklemore. Something about pesto. Okay, somebody could love Italian food, or they cook really good Italian food. Somebody could be livid. Somebody could have like a temper tantrum. Something about Vita. I'm seeing pride. Somebody could have a huge ego, or somebody is a part of the LGBTQ community. They celebrate pride, or they want to pride. So I'm seeing veering here. Okay, so it goes back to what I said about the hijab. Somebody definitely is considering this or wearing this. I don't know if they're putting it on or taking it off, or yeah, something about veering hijab is relevant. Very specific here. I'm seeing the meat veal, cow meat. Listen, I just started eating like meat. Okay, I'm only at. I've been like a vegan for like 10, 11 years, and over the years I've been kind of slowing into eating more. I would say this, more comfortable with eating seafood, and just recently I noticed that eating more, for me personally, I don't know why this is relevant. Maybe somebody's going from being vegan to eating like everything. But yeah, like the only meat I'm like sticking to right now is lamb meat. I don't know, I want to say goat meat, but lamb is like the only meat I can like digest in my body, because I've had issues with digesting meat. I also like am allergic to chicken. It's a whole thing. I don't know. Maybe somebody has allergies. Switching up their diet or their like how they digest food. But I only eat like meat during my menstruational phase. Maybe that's a bother for somebody. Listen, I don't like to overshare. I try to keep it on the, but yeah. And I can only eat meat that is halal. I also noticed that. But specifically, right now, what it looks like to be okay, lamb meat. But I'm also seeing preservatives. Something about preservatives. Maybe somebody is like, don't want to preservatives in their food, or somebody's very picky with their food, or I don't know, changing their diet. Yeah. So I'm also seeing the luteal phase. Okay, so every time somebody's in their luteal phase, that means they're more, I think, I'm going to say this, they feel more feral, more fertile. So they could be eating more, wanting to be more sexual, things of that nature, okay? It's because the body's preparing to get pregnant, okay? The luteal phase. I know. Listen, maybe somebody's a biologist. Listen, I don't know. Like there was somebody like to track their food, to track everything. Maybe somebody's very much, I need my life to be a routine. I cannot stray away from the routine. And now somebody's like going into another routine. Somebody's comfortable with routines and set plans and set like goals. Like they don't want things to be confused. Okay. I'm also seeing masks, so that means somebody has something to be somebody has something to be hidden, or somebody is masking something, hiding something. It could be behavior, it could be a secret, but it's coming out. Okay. Maybe it's this situation about food or the job thing or I don't know. I don't know. So yeah. If you're feminine watching her, you could have a lot of options. I'm also seeing that, hence the song, but you do have a lot of options where it's like you don't need this specific soulmate and they know this. And I feel like this is also one of the things that frustrated them, thinking that you don't have chemistry, this love is not worth exploring, but they keep on thinking about you. So therefore, they're like, they need you to make a decision because they have only and will only decide on you right now. And they hate the fact that they have become one of the options. Even though they were okay with this from the beginning, their feelings have evolved. Therefore, they're like, maybe they should drop collective. But now, the more they do that, the more they want you. It's a weird energy, but hopefully you get what I'm trying to say here. So, collective, if you're open to it, we're going to do a little date. If there is no dates, we're going to leave it to divine timing. So whenever things will change, it will happen when it happens, okay? If there are any number 9 could be relevant, okay? I think hours, days, weeks, months, okay? And I think that's it though. I think that's it. Thank you for watching.